Who are you? What are you?
I'm an ally. My name's Zardoz.
I saw you at the temple entrance. Are you a ghost? A male An-Nasiri?
No. What you see is an astral projection. At present, I'm in a tower east of Tushu.
What do you want from me?
I want to help you. I've been watching you since Fesher. You are him.
So you want to help, and I should believe that?
It's irrelevant whether you believe or not. Your deeds count.
What I do depends on what I believe.
You'll do what you have to do. It is in your nature.
We'll see about that.
There you are. Ah, I knew you'd make it here.
Diego, good to see you again. I found the forge in the Forgotten Temple.
Ha 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 ha! Then Lirka was right.
Lirka?
Forget it. It's good that you're here.
What are you doing here?
I'm waiting for Milton. He's late. Ah, but tell me, what did you find in the temple? Does the forge really exist?
The forge is real. I found something more important in the temple.
What?
The truth. My revenge will have to wait. There is something more important here than I need to take care of. Gorn says you're looking for a way into the fortress.
Yes. I need to speak with Daka very urgently. But the fortress is blocked off. Any stranger is immediately suspected of cooperating with Drorhang.
Who is Daka?
The king's master spy. She's the only one still on our side. With her help, we could convince Hagen of our innocence.
Your innocence?
Drorhang brought us into discredit back then. He wanted to get rid of us, together. With Hagen's troops, we might still be able to save this town.
How do we get into the fortress?
Milton said he'd bring someone who could smuggle us in. But I think it's unwise to put all our eggs in one basket.
What do you intend to do?
Go to my place and discuss it with Lester. All he's been doing for the last few days was searching for a way to get into the fortress.
How can I get to your place?
Simply follow the harbor street until its end, and you'll reach a gate to my place. Look at that! My friend! And in one piece!
I see you survived your exertions pretty well. Diego sent me.
Diego, was the meeting successful?
Milton hasn't turned up yet. How are you doing here?
We haven't found just one way into the fortress, but 3. However, Rotter, Gilvy, and Uranus can't agree on which one we should take. Maybe they'll listen to you.
Rotter, Gilvy, and Uranus? What are they doing here?
You'd better ask them yourself, my friend. Who stands before my tired eyes? Welcome.
Lester says you know a way into the fortress.
I'm working on it, that's right.
So where's the hitch?
The counterpart of this teleport circle lies in the fortress, but as long as we haven't been there...
You can't teleport there. Why are you wasting your time on this?
Because it's possible to activate the stone circle with a command rune from a distance. I created a golem and sent it to my shop to bring me Milton's old command rune. But I'm beginning to get worried.
About the golem?
He should have returned long ago. He might have been damaged.
Why is your idea better than Rorder's or Gilby's?
Contrary to the others, I can guarantee that you'll get into the fortress.
And?
Searching for a golem shouldn't be difficult for a cunning mage. In the harbor quarter, it's easy to avoid missiles, and you can easily trick all melee attackers. Well, I do it myself, but to be honest, I cast my last combat spell 10 years ago.
Good, we'll do it your way. Where's the golem?
This door leads to the administrative quarter. The place isn't large, and the golem isn't small. You'll find it.
Well, who do we have here?
I need to get into the fortress by all means. Lester says you know how to get in there.
Yes, I came across a man by the name of Snarf. He's the king's cook and needs to get into the castle himself urgently. But the undead have surrounded his house. If you clear the way to the fortress and get him in there safely, he should be able to vouch for you. The guards should let you in then.
I like your plan. I'm going to rescue Snarf and bring him to the fortress.
In fact, Snarf even gave me a key. Here, take it. But
But...
the way to the wealthy quarter is barricaded. You'll have to make a detour.
No problem. Explain it to me.
You can enter the sewers through Diego's basement, enter the trench from there, and follow it to the eastern part of the wealthy quarter. It's quite an open area, just right for a marksman. Snoff's house is in the west of the quarter. He put some candles in the window, so it shouldn't be hard to spot. He's put some candles on the windowsill so we can find him.
Hey, cheers!
Is the mead all right?
How does the saying go? He who fares badly, may he drink mead?
Lester thinks you know the way to the castle.
I took a closer look at some of the old town maps. Diego gave them to Duranis to study. But the fellow thinks his own plan's much better. But I found something on the maps.
What have you found on the city maps?
In the occupied part of the market quarter, there's an old alley. It leads along the southern end of the trench, along the fortress. I'll kick my own arse if it doesn't lead into the fortress, right?
Is there a catch?
Well, you'll have to fight a way through these bloody sacks of bones, but it shouldn't be a problem, right? You just blow at them and they'll fall over.
Smelling of booze like that? Absolutely.
This quarter's ideal for close combat. If you take a close look at the map, you'll notice corners and narrow streets everywhere. You don't need to worry about the cowardly archers and mages there. Just jump out from behind a corner and bam! Whack 'em with one sword blow.
I'll check out the old alley.
Yes, do so. And take this key.
What's it for? Looks pretty old.
A trader on the marketplace slipped it to me while I asked around about a secret passage. It should fit the door at the entrance. Give it a try anyway, eh?
Okay, give me the key and I'll try the door.
Sure. Go teach him a lesson.
This is getting silly. What are you doing here?
First, tell me, what are you doing in my fortress?
In your fortress?
The king's fortress. What is it you're doing here?
Looking for Daka.
You found her. What do you want from me?
You are Daka?
Yes, in Thorniara I am. Wait. Diego sent you, didn't he? What does he want?
Oh, Zyra, Daka, whatever you're called. Diego needs you. He can prove his innocence to Lord Hagen.
It's impossible right now.
You can't leave Diego to rot just like that.
I've got no other choice. Hagen's missing.
Missing?
The fool marched out with our best troops to challenge Drurhong in the Bastion, and he hasn't returned.
Hagen is dead.
Or worse.
We'll see.
Do you mean to...
I'm going to the Bastion. Where is it?
At the eastern gate. If you absolutely must go there, take the bridge from the courtyard to the arena quarter. I'll have it open for you.
Good, you're here.
Jilby, how did you get here?
The world's a small place, eh? I came with Zyra in a boat from Tushu.
Zira is also in town. Where is she?
We split up in the harbor. She had some business to take care of. Now I have no idea what's going on with her.
You had a boat in Tushu?
Zyra had a boat.
Actually, where do you know Zira from?
Well, from the Cleaved Maiden. We met there for the first time.
What's Zira's business in Thorniara?
No idea. You know how she is.
What brings you to Thorniara?
Kraglin ordered me to look for our guild members on the other side of the battlefield, but I haven't even started yet. I can't get out of town.
What are you doing here?
Diego and Milton didn't turn up again, and they're not at the harbor either.
What?
I came across some traces at the harbor. They disappeared here in the arena quarter.
Do you think they were abducted?
I don't know. They both know how to take care of themselves. They must have been betrayed.
If it was Drurhang's doing, then he probably ordered them brought to the Bastion. See if you can find more trails at the harbor. I'll deal with the Bastion.
Will do.
At last, I'm rescued. I thought I'd starve to death here.
Whose chest is it from which I got a key to your cell and this bangle?
Drorhang's.
Drurhang. Where can I find him?
He's not here. He had Lord Hagen dragged off to the arena. Then he disappeared.
What's Drurhang up to with Hagen?
He wants to slay him in the Lord Dominic arena as a spectacle for his men.
How do I get to the arena?
Through the trench. There's an underground entrance leading to the arena cells. Best you go through the rear exit in the western part of the bastion. This is the way Drurhang's men went when they took Lord Hagen to the arena. Here, I stole his key from one of them earlier. This is one of the keys Drurhang handed out to his men. It should make getting to the arena easier.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I'll get you out of here. What's with Diego and Milton?
They were poisoned. Just like me.
Poisoned? Then we mustn't lose time.
The poison won't kill us. This is what Drurhang will do in the arena. It is supposed to look like a duel, but it is all just for show. For his men.
That's right, my friend. Milton's contact was a traitor. I didn't pay attention.
What happened?
When you were gone, the contact turned up. He was out of breath and told me Milton was in trouble. I followed him directly into an ambush.
He put something into my mana potions. I still can't cast any spells.
What's this swine's name?
Cheirana. He used to be one of Hagen's men. I didn't expect he'd connive with Drurhang.
Milton wasn't the only one to misjudge. Now I can see that Drurhang played foul back then already. I chased away 4 innocent men from the court, because I thought them to be traitors.
Why did Drurhang want to get rid of you?
To isolate the king. He was already in bad shape when we left, and without his friends...
I'm going to fight in the arena in your name. It's going to be a bitter surprise for this swine.
Good idea. I wouldn't like to have Drurhang on my back.
That's not all. He's got Ivy on his conscience.
It was Drurhang who burned Fesher down.
I found Ivy's engagement bangle among Drurhang's trophies. Now he'll pay.
I see. Drurhang provided us with high-class armor, so we'd look more threatening. I think that if you wear it, you will indeed be, in contrast to us.
Who for the sake of Beliar are you? What do you want here?
Your head.
My head? Do you have any idea who's standing before you? I am Drurhang, the future king of Argan, the right hand of Zisha.
Zisha. I see. Then she'll be next in line. Right now, it's about you.
Ha! You don't know the prophecies. Only a man from Fesher can kill Zisha.
Is that so?
Yes. I executed each and every inhabitant of this miserable island for my mistress.
You overlooked me.
What? That's impossible. I couldn't have. Shooters! Fire! Kill him!
Was your revenge satisfactory?
No, I don't feel any better. But I had to do it.
Good. I need people like you. Duty calls. The right time has come.
What do you want?
I found a way to bring back the king's sanity for a short time. He'll tell us, I mean you, how to break Zisha's power.
How do you plan to restore the king's sanity?
Near the arena, I detected subtle but intense Enos emanations. They were coming from Lord Dominique's grave.
You suppose Lord Dominic's grave holds a magic cure?
No, a relic. Dominique's circlet. Its divine power can restore the king's sanity. Only for a short time, though.
Then I'll desecrate Lord Dominic's grave for a noble purpose. Where is the grave?
West of here. Go along the cliff. The grave is secured with traps. Keep your eyes open. I still need you.
the shadows! Fight! We need to fight!
First, we place this circlet underneath the crown.
Fight! We... My friends, it's so good to see you again. Where's Gorn? Oh, my head. You? Who are you? I know you. I saw you, carved in ice, surrounded by fire. Together we forged the world. No. It was just a dream.
A prophetic dream. I have seen your statue in the temple. It seems we are both pawns of a higher power.
Not anymore. I drove the gods and their demons out of this world.
Zardis said the protection of your spirit won't last long. Tell me how we can help you.
The sleeper amulet? Where is it? We had this thing taken into Enos' temple. The High Mages had sensed some baleful influence.
What amulet do you have in mind?
The sleeper amulet. Some blind woman gave it to me before the war. She told me I was chosen to take it to its destined place.
A blind woman? I should have known.
I agreed, for old time's sake. Yet at first, I wanted to put things straight. Free Argan, and before that, Myrtana. But there was no time for that.
What happened?
The amulet. It was the prison of a demon. But it has been too far away from its resting place for too long. With each day I spent on the battlefield, the seal became weaker, until the demon finally reached out towards me. It slipped from its prison, and is now preying on my soul! Hagen, bring me the amulet. This man needs to take it to the monastery on the cliff on my behalf. He is a chosen one, just like me. We cannot take the amulet from the temple at this time, Your Highness. When the High Mages failed to destroy the amulet, they sealed it behind a magical barrier.
Then we'll have the High Mages remove their barrier. What's the problem?
They are dead. Durhang boasted that the temple is in the hands of Beliar cultists now. They believe this demonic woman, Zisha, to be a servant of their dark god.
If Zisha sends her henchmen to the Enos temple, she must be after the amulet. They're probably trying to break the barrier.
It'd be theoretically possible. I guess that with united forces, Murdarian, Ningal, and I could break the barrier too.
Where are Murdarian and Ningal?
Murdarian's already in the Temple District. Ningal was going to join him as soon as the slum is secured. Best speak with Doranus. They were going to confer with him.
Let's go, Milton.
I need to prepare the necessary components and speak to the king. Go ahead, I'll catch up. Doranus must be at Diego's place.
Or maybe he's already in the Temple District's sewers. He wanted to inspect them.
Before I was banished from the court, I created a teleport circle connecting the fortress with Diego's place. Use it. Save some time.
Hang on. You banished the gods. Are we talking about Enos, Ardenos, and Beliar?
Together with a mage by the name of Zardis. Yes, they're gone. We're free at last.
The gods' temples still exist. People keep praying.
People need their gods. If there didn't exist any already, they'd invent them.
If you banned gods and demons, what about the demon preying on you?
I know. A very alarming development. Maybe there's more to this world than we think.
Why should I take the amulet to the monastery?
Only the blind woman knows. I suppose this monastery houses some secret.
You know Zardis?
Are you dancing to his tune too? He gives good advice, but watch out. The only friend Zardes has is Zardes himself.
So he's not to be trusted?
In his way, he's honest. Although he only helps if there is some benefit for himself.
Hello, my friend. Is everything all right?
Diego and Milton are fine. I urgently need to know what's going on in the Enos Temple.
A while ago, a magical battle took place there. Now the temple is cut off from the outside world by a barrier.
Where are Ningal and Merdarian?
Medarion learnt about some forgotten entrance to the catacombs lying underneath the temple. He was going to secure it against the undead. Ningal passed by a short while ago. Shall I open for you?
Yes, do.
Our youngest member. I almost didn't recognize you.
Alas, we have no time for courtesy. I need to get into the temple urgently.
I would not advise you to go there. Apparently, someone has raided the temple. They went in here through the catacombs and blocked all the entrances.
I know. Milton said the three of you could break the barrier in there. How about this one?
Amateur job, but supplied with a lot of power. If Ningal and I focused, we might be able to make an opening in it.
Good, you do that.
What's going on here, anyway?
Milton can give you the details. I need to kill some cultists now.
Good job. The barrier collapsed.
Only around the temple. How are we going to get a hold of the sleeper amulet?
That seems to be a problem indeed. The Grand Masters are split over it, but it seems as if each of them came up with a possible solution. You'd better speak with them yourself.
Duranis said you have an idea how to get a hold of the sleeper amulet. I'm all ears.
We could blast the barrier.
Using what?
While you were killing the false believers, a blue-skinned harpy attacked me.
And on Baal. Drurhang's death must have made Zisha insecure.
On Baal? Interesting. In any case, the power of my lord was strong in her, but I was stronger. Sucking her out was quite energetic.
What does that have to do with the barrier?
This barrier was created by the Sheep of Innos. If we flood it with my lord's dark power, it will break it.
What do you want to do? Sacrifice on Baal on the barrier?
Their hearts should be enough. In that exquisite moment of death, the gathering of...
Thank you. I don't want to know the rest. How many hearts do you need?
I can sense another 5 on Baal. In the city, in the harbor, wealthy quarter, arena quarter, slums, and in the temple district. That should do it.
Can you remove the barrier?
Yes. A few days ago, I found this in the shattered remnants of a wall.
What's this?
Meteoric ore. In such a small lump, there's as much mana stored as in a head-high heap of magical ore. I carried out some research. Apparently, a star burst when the strong earthquake took place. The star's splinters rained down over the city. A few more lumps, and...
How many of those lumps do you need?
all we can get. According to my calculations, there should be at least 7 more in the city.
Do you happen to know where to find these lumps?
I do. According to eyewitnesses, one lump fell into the fortress. Another one hit the slums, where you activated the obelisks for Ningal. 2 others lie somewhere in the harbor quarter. And not far from here, in the temple district, 3 lumps were supposed to have landed.
How are we going to get a hold of the sleeper amulet?
The high mages of the temple did a good job. To remove this barrier, you'll need an enormous amount of mana. You'll practically need to entour the barrier under magical ore. But until enough ore from Corinus arrives, weeks or even months might pass.
Damn it!
I have another solution, though. In the catacombs, I discovered a hidden mana rune. Following my intuition, I detached it from its setting, and now the barrier's weaker than before.
So we need to remove the other runes to cause the barrier to collapse?
That's right. Each removed rune releases the next one. We could break up the barrier piece by piece.
Where are the other runes?
Presumably hidden far out in the city. However, I was able to gain an insight into the residual of the last century input of the mages who designed the runes. If we create a mental connection, I'd be able to lead you from one rune to the next.
How many runes are we talking about?
The potency of the runes should increase exponentially, so I expect 3 more runes at the maximum.
Where's the next rune?
When I took the first rune, the following reverberation reached me, ringed in my hair. Smell of salt. I'm out of breath and feel a little dizzy. Behind me, blazing heat.
So that's what the mage sensed when he designed the second rune?
Yes, he did. Perhaps you can deduce the rune's location from that.
The hearts. Give them to me.
Here are the hearts.
At last, I've prepared everything. The barrier will fall in a heartbeat.
So it was actually the amulet. Good.
You bet it is. Let's get it to the king.
No.
If you tell me now you're in league with Zisha, I'll get really angry.
In its present condition, the amulet won't help the king. It needs to be taken back to the monastery on the cliff.
That's a long journey. I hope the undead didn't sink Diego's boat.
Bring me the amulet. I've got the setting. You'll need it.
The setting?
When you are in the monastery, you'll understand. The northern lighthouse of Thorniara stands directly over a ley line. I've created a powerful teleportation spell that'll take you directly to my tower. The monastery is not far from there.
You mean the lighthouse with the eerie glow?
Yes. Your path leads through the graveyard. I've ordered Gorn to open the gate and clear the road for you.
That's where he is.
I'm getting older each day.
What happened?
Nothing. I'm just exhausted. I used to fight day and night. Now these bones aren't young enough anymore. You deal with the rest, kiddo. But you aren't so small anymore. I see you gained some muscles.
All right, Gorn. I'll give those skeletons a smack in the gob from you.
Off with you, to the lighthouse.
I see you're still intact. Very good. I'm sure you have some questions.
You bet I have questions.
The sleeper amulet is a part of a much larger amulet. Too large for one human. Here's the second part of the amulet. It's the setting.
This is part of an amulet? You could siege a castle behind it.
A human could use it as a shield, yes. A goddess, however...
So this huge amulet needs to go to the monastery. Do the monks know what to do with it?
Yes. But the monastery is being attacked by Zisha right now.
What? What's the fastest way to reach the monastery?
Through Zoldran.
How can I get to Zoldran?
Go to the base of my tower. A tunnel in the north will lead you to your target. Beware of the Demon King of Zoldran. He is a servant of Zisha, and his brethren are scouring the island for you.
They're dead.
What's happened?
The unveil. Incredible. A desecration. The monastery. It's burning. The abbot sent us to Tushu to ask for help. But the unveil. My disciples on the bridge. All dead.
Go, seek shelter.
I'm going to take care of the unveil.
The Chosen One.
What's this hole here? Is Zisha down there?
This tunnel leads to the hideout of the last remaining Anosiri. Zisha knew we were hiding Selena. She murdered our students as a punishment. We'll have to live with the guilt.
If anyone is guilty, then it's Zisha. Is she down there?
Yes. One head devours the other. Zisha should never have awakened. The balance is lost.
And I'm going to restore it with Zisha's death. Out of the way! Yes, me. You have no idea how glad I am to meet you for the very last time.
You're tough. Tough as a cockroach. Kneel down or die!
Ah, there you are. That is good. Grandmaster Ningal asked me to tell you something.
What?
He is waiting for you in the south, in the wilderness. He is preparing a teleportation spell for you.
A teleportation spell? Why?
A lava stream completely cut us off from Satarov last night.
Why didn't Ningal weave the spell in the fortress right away?
The Grand Master of Darkness didn't see fit to introduce me to the details of his wise plans. The best would be to ask him yourself.
Are you from Thorniara? Are you one of the king's hunters?
What makes you think that?
I went to see the guards at the town gate and told them about the wolves. I hoped they'd send help.
Well, maybe I can help you. What kind of wolves?
We have always had wolves here in the valley, but they have changed.
In what way?
They used to steal a few chickens now and then, or a sheep, but now they intruded in my house and almost killed my wife and the maidservant. And their eyes...
What about their eyes?
They glow like the embers in a campfire.
Are you sure?
I saw it with my own 2 eyes.
Where are the wolves now?
They attacked us again a few hours ago, but we managed to chase them away. They went east, in the direction of the old watchtower. They must be somewhere around there. Did you kill the wolves?
Yes. The wolves are dead, and your farms are safe again.
I thank you. Here, take this. It's not much, but it might be of use to you.
You're right on time. I have just finished my preparations.
If you want to teleport me to Sitarif, why didn't you weave that spell right in the fortress?
Your knowledge of magic is still very limited. Because of the obelisks, of course. We can't deactivate them without endangering the city. And their power would have interfered with my spell. We don't want you to land in a rock or even a mountain, do we?
I see. From here you can safely teleport me to Sitarif?
Probably.
Probably. I would have preferred a definite yes.
I'm not a human teleportation circle. This spell can vary greatly in its range. But I can make sure you suffer no harm.
How comforting.
If you are afraid, then why don't you go stretch your legs a little? Just let me know when you're ready.
Yes, just weave your spell.
Good. In a few heartbeats, you will be in Sitarif, or at least closer to the town. Before I forget, Medarian gave me this here for you. Perhaps it is of use to you.
I'm so glad to see you. These stupid women here are totally crazy.
Rotter? I'll get you out of here first. Did you see where they keep the key?
The leader of the Stormcrows here keeps it. Calls herself Lana Blut.
Good, I'll go see her.
Well, be careful, man. I bet that cursed woman is already lurking behind the next corner, right? Do you have the damn key?
I've got the key.
Oh, I guess I owe you another favour, right? Now, if you've even got a beaker full of meat on you, I'll have to marry you!
What women do you mean?
Well, the female warriors, right? Pillagers from the neighbouring island. Call themselves storm crows. They showed up here with their harpies and immediately pinched everything they could get hold of. I've heard sailors tell stories where the storm crows are fire-spitting giants with steel tits. But in reality, they just know how to give you a proper kicking, right?
Why, for Beliar's sake, do they put you in a cage?
What do I know? Perhaps they want slaves. But you hear so many rumours about the neighbouring islands. They say only women live there. They might be after my Willie, innit? Their commander said something about candy and called me honey. Come to think of it, which I do, there are worse things in life than letting a hot chick nibble on you. The old rorter's still got what it takes, hasn't he?
Perhaps they're cannibals.
Bugger. Must you always fight in my mead?
Shouldn't you be in Satarif?
Diego sent me back, didn't he? With an urgent message for the king. And that's when I bumped into these crazy women. Really bad shit, that was. I'm telling you. I totally underestimated them, right? If they weren't bloody enemies, I'd hire them for the new Fighters Guild right away.
What kind of message were you supposed to take to Robar?
Satarif has totally gone to shit, right? An archdemon's been roaming around there and has left nothing behind but debris and ashes. Lee and Hagen are now besieging the ruins. They're arguing again. Each one of them has a different idea about how to handle the surviving Centurifians. They're almost ready to chop off each other's knees, innit? Demon or no demon, if the king doesn't set them straight, well, they'll all kill each other.
What are you doing here?
Robar told me you were hanging about here, so I was going to check if everything was all right.
Hanging around? Us? My foot. We are saving Robar's ass. Him, the kingdom, the whole world.
Really? And how do you do that?
By breaking open that door.
This one looks quite solid.
Yes, it is. Go to Milton and tell him I can't open the damn thing. I keep trying, but I don't have much hope.
I'll go to Milton and ask him.
Good. You will find him back there, only a few steps along the trench.
Hello, Milton.
You here? What a wonderful coincidence.
What do you mean?
You happen to need a chosen one of the goddess, and he appears just like that.
Well, not quite. Diego sent me to see you. I'm supposed to tell you that he can't open the door to the temple.
What a pity. I had hoped we could speed up things a bit. So we still have to wait for the key stones.
What key stones?
4 Y-shaped ornamental stones that fit in the indentation in this stone block here. Once they're united, the door to the burial temple opens. There, we'll find the holy artifacts we need to ban the demon.
How do you know all this?
From the inscriptions on the stone block here. The earthquake preceding the volcanic eruptions made the place that used to be here collapse, and it exposed the stone block and the entrance to the temple.
What else is written on there?
One thing at a time. First, I need the keystones. Then I'll tell you the rest.
All right. I'll take care of that. Where do I find the keystones?
The Setarifian kings kept them at several different places here in town. The Stone of Progress is in the observatory, where Hagen's headquartered. The Stone of Nobility is in the palace. The Stone of Wisdom is in the house of the Mages Guild, and the Stone of Wealth lies somewhere underneath the ruins of the toll house at the northern town gate. I asked Lester and Gorn to fetch them, but they haven't returned yet. See if you can find them.
Okay, where were they going to start?
Gorn was going to go to the northern town gate, and Lester to the observatory, and from there on to the house of the Mages Guild and the palace. But before you go, can you make use of this? Well, take it with you. After all, there are a lot of demonic creatures about in town.
You? Did Robar send you?
Yes, he did.
That is good. We can use a man like you.
What are you up to?
The paladins will chase the Setarifians out of their hideouts.
The Setarifians? What about the demon?
Enos gives us the power to fight on both fronts.
On both fronts? Damn it, Hagen, with what men? Hardly any survived the attack of the demon. And the ones who did are scattered all over the town. We need to ally with the Setarifians, and then fight the demon together.
I agree.
and Milton knows how we can defeat the demon.
I know Milton's plans. They are a sacrilege against Enos.
Why is that?
They are based on the holy artifacts of a foreign goddess. That is what I call a sacrilege.
Maybe, but perhaps they really help.
Do whatever pleases you. We paladins are going to fight the demon and the Ceterifians. It is Enos' will.
Who are you?
Lee. With Hagen, I'm one of the king's army commanders.
Listen, Lee. Milton asked me to bring him the keystones opening the way into the burial temple. The Stone of Progress is supposed to be here in the observatory.
Yes, it's right there. Take it.
Has Lester been here?
Yes, a while ago. He was going to go into the House of the Mages Guild, where the surviving Ceterifians are hiding, and there get the 2 keystones from the Ceterifian side from Corella.
Do you think the Ceterifians have taken him prisoner?
No. I've been negotiating with them for quite some time already. Above all, Corella wants to defeat the demon. Here, take this. If you show it to the Ceterifian gate guard close to the Mages Guild, he'll let you pass to the Ceterifian side.
Where do I find the gate guard?
Go through that door into the next tower, then go down. Out of the tower in a southern direction. There you'll find the gate and the guard. When you're on the Ceterifian side, look for a woman named Zyra. She should be in the House of the Mages Guild, and know what happened to Lester.
Zyra is with the Ceterifians.
You know her?
Yes, I do.
Good. Then she will trust you.
We will see about that.
If you need any more equipment, don't hesitate to serve yourself from the chest, in the tower next to this one.
What do you want here?
Lee sent me. He wants me to bring Zyra, staying in the House of your Mage's Guild, a message. He gave me this for you.
Hang on a moment. Good. Yes, you may pass.
Where do I find the House of the Mage's Guild?
Just follow the trench in a southerly direction. The big house you can see there is the one you're looking for.
Oh, so you're here too?
Yes, Lee told me you were with the Satarifians. I'm looking for Lester. Do you know where he is?
Lester went to the mine in Satarif.
Why is that?
Because of Corella. After she'd heard how important the key stones are for the fight against the demon, she took the Stone of Wisdom and was going to enter the palace with a few of her men to recover the Stone of Magnanimity. But she didn't reach the palace.
What happened?
She was ambushed by Thoris's Nordmar orcs and was pushed back to the Satarif mines. We were going to help her, but Lester said he'd solve the problem alone, by diplomacy.
Lester went to the orcs alone to talk to them? They're like air hag. They don't think much of talking.
That's what I told him too, but he wouldn't listen.
Then I better have a look to see what's happened to him.
Unfortunately, that is out of the question.
Why is that?
We have blocked the way to the mine and the palace with magic barriers.
Then open the barriers for me and close them behind me. Where is the problem?
Well, there aren't many mages in Satarif anymore. To erect a barrier, we need a strong Adanos focus. But we used up the last focus after your friend Lester went to the mine. If we tear down the barriers now, we can't re-erect them. Our house would be in great danger, and with it, the last refuge we have.
What about Corella?
She wouldn't want us to risk everybody's lives just to save hers.
Listen, Magor. I know this man. He has already defeated the demon before, and he will defeat it again. But to do that, he needs the keystones. If you want to win the fight against the demon, you have to risk something. And now is the right time to do so.
I won't disappoint you.
Well, all right then. I'll open the barriers for you.
That's good. How do I get to the mine?
Go back to the gate through which you entered here. Just before you reach it, there's a trench on the left, leading westward. Follow it to the end, and then you'll stand in front of the entrance to the mine. Take this with you. It will help you fulfill your task.
Ah, my friend. Do you bring reinforcements?
Reinforcements? No, why?
Corella is stuck in the mine. We will need more men to get her out of there.
Is she besieged by Thoris's orcs?
Not anymore. I have applied diplomacy.
Stop, Mora. No step further.
Ah, you can speak. That makes it all a lot easier. I suppose you're here because of Corella, or why are you standing around here, my friend?
Huh, Corella. The Goklag will eat her. I took care of that. Nobody will leave the mine alive.
Will you let me enter the mine? I urgently need to dig for some ore.
I know you, Mora. You are a man of the wrong king. I spit on you.
And if I ask you politely, my friend, how about a puff of swamp weed?
Shut up!
All right then, 2 puffs.
Kill him! Let his tongue flap in the wind.
strong. Very strong. You defeated the great Gachlug.
That's nothing special, my friend. You are slaves, aren't you? The possession of Satarif?
Yes, Morgash. Slaves. But noble mistress promised to set us free.
Is Corella with you? Is she all right?
No, Morgash. Noble mistress is with watchmen further down. But great orcs come. Kill people. Kill slaves. Mistress locks herself up. Slaves hide. Then...
Better take a deep breath, my friend.
Then great shaman get angry. Stones fall. Everything collapses. Great orcs fetch slaves. Say we dig to noble mistress because door won't open. So we dig for many layers. But Gachlug come. Many Gachlug. Angry too. Much more angry. Great orcs flee and make doors shut.
The mine crawlers are a problem, but you will have to dig again, my friend. I guess there is no other way to get to Corella.
You are a friend of a noble mistress, yes? Friend of a king?
Yes, I'm a friend, but King Robah sent me.
Ah! Dark King.
Don't be afraid, we...
Fight! Protect the mistress! Protect the freedom! Mercy! Kill the Gormak! Let other slaves live!
Nobody will be killed here. Robah and Corella are allies now. The true enemy is the demon.
Gormak does not understand. But Gormak, obey.
All right, then clean the debris away and fetch me something I can use to climb out of the mine again. I'll fetch some reinforcements.
Gormak obeys.
Weren't you going to negotiate with the orcs? Somehow I feel you always only beat them up.
Oh, you've got me wrong, my friend. I said I applied diplomacy. That is what my mace is called. I used to call it Peacemaker, but as a counselor in Robah's court, I renamed it. Diplomacy fits in better with a royal court. Don't you think so?
What? Never mind. So, the mine crawlers are the problem?
Yes, they overran the mine. There's something wrong with them. The mine crawler I fought against was not a normal mine crawler. We need every man we can get if we want to get Corella out of the mine.
That'll take too long. Perhaps Corella is already dead. I'll enter the mine on my own for now. Just join me later with all the men you can gather.
All right, my friend. It wouldn't be the first time you stood your ground against a superior force alone. Better talk to Gormak first. Perhaps he has an idea how you can get to Corella. I ordered him to clear the lower cave. Perhaps he's already done that.
You are Gormak. Lester sends me. I'm a friend.
Lester?
The friendly guy with the tattoos on his face?
Oh, Morgoth with law paint. Yes, very friendly. Gormak keeps head. Gormak obeys.
What can you tell me about the mine?
It's dark.
Let's try it differently. Do you know how I can get to Corella?
Perhaps through door? But harder than stone. Perhaps through tunnel. We dig, but Gachlug come. Perhaps we dig a new tunnel next to door. But here stone is very hard. Perhaps Gachlug dig to noble mistress. But a noble mistress is dead.
Can you help me in any other way?
We hide in storage cave. Ground there too hard for Gachlug. Much stuff there. You go to storage and take what you need.
The mine is open. Why don't you escape?
Without noble misters, humans hunt us. We get punishment. No. Mistress is freedom.
I never would have thought I'd get out of here alive. Who are you? Did Lee send you?
Yes, I'm a messenger from Robar III. I'm searching for the keystones for Milton. He needs them to open the burial temple of your ancestors. Have you the Stone of Wisdom on you?
Yes, here it is.
Thank you. We'd better go before some minecrawlers show up.
Noble Mistress is alive! You save Mistress! You save freedom! You are great warrior. You are Morgoth.
you doing here?
I'm having a look around the palace.
Who allowed you?
Magor.
The mage?
Yes?
Oh, he is alive! Is he in his right mind?
When I talked to him, he was, yes.
That is good news. Take me to him at once. And take care of my wardrobe chests. The one there, and the one back there I need right away. It's been days already since I last got redressed. Since the servants went mad. Here in my hideout I used perfume, but I ran out of it yesterday, and by now... Well, you know. You can get the other chests later.
You can come along. I'll take you to Magor. The chests stay here.
You mannerless yokel! How dare you!
Dare what? Refuse to take the chests along?
That and the way you talk to me. Please come along, Your Highness. I'll take you to Magor right away. That is how you talk to the daughter of Ethorn VI, the future king of Argan. Now, try again. I'm listening.
Just come along.
20 lashes! When we are at Magor's, I'll see that you are properly punished.
Or stay here, I don't care.
40 lashes!
All right then. Come along, Your Highness. I'll take you to Magor. But the chests still stay here. It's dangerous out there. I can't take care of the luggage too.
Well, then we leave the chests here for now. You can fetch them later.
Can we leave now?
Yes, I'm ready.
You found Lisha. She is alive, unharmed, and not possessed.
Yes, can I leave her with you?
Oh, sure. Sure.
Yes, I'll stay here. You can go and fetch my wardrobe chests now. And don't forget any. I need them urgently.
Sorry, but I've got other and more important things to do.
Now listen to that unmannered yokel, Magor. He refuses to fetch my chests. You must punish him and call a few servants to take care of my chests. And someone to heat water. I need a bath. I haven't had a bath in days. Have you got a maidservant who can bathe me?
I'll be off then.
Oh, wait!
What is it?
You've rendered Setarif and all of Argan a great service.
I'm not so sure about that.
Yes, you did. Here, take this. For the great service you rendered to the House of the Setarifians, it might not be enough, but maybe it'll come in handy sometime.
I found Lester.
Where?
Close to the mine. He was going to help Corella, who had been attacked by Thoris's Nordmar orcs and had the Stone of Wisdom with her. I'd like to have a look at your goods. I'd like to have a look at your goods. I'd like to have a look at your goods.
Ah, Shorty, you're here too.
What's going on, Gorn? Milton is waiting for the keystone. Couldn't you find it?
Yes, I could. That wasn't a problem, but I had to make a detour.
A detour? Where to?
To the watchtower on the hill outside of town.
What did you want there?
Beat up Thoris.
Thoris? Who the hell is Thoris?
An asshole. I've known him for a long time, and I've never liked him. But he always escaped me.
And?
I beat him up.
Where is Thoris now?
Well, in that chest.
Hey, you! Tell that asshole to let me out of here. I'll knock out his teeth one by one and feed him to the harpies.
How did he fit in the chest?
Do you really want to know?
Yes, now I do.
Well, it was like this.
Gorn, where are you going?
I'll go over to Thoris's tower and get that swine.
We have clear orders from Lord Hagen. We're supposed to hold the gate and stand our ground.
Yes, you do that.
The order is not only for us, but for you too.
Since when does Hagen pay me? You guard the gate. I'll go. Take my axe and catch Thoris. That swine is not going to escape me again.
Gorn.
Thoris! This time you won't escape me.
Who says I want to escape? You son of a bitch. You've really been a pain in the ass for much too long.
Pain in the ass? Whose ass? There's none in your pants.
I'll split your skull and have you dangling from my tower by your entrails.
Stop the talking. Let's fight.
Damn.
Now you belong to me, and I'll think carefully about what I'm going to do with your sorry little ass.
Then I put him in the chest and dragged him here.
And what do you intend to do with him now?
Don't know yet. Might hang his sorry little ass out over the cliffs, or just let him starve in this chest. We'll see.
You take your time thinking about it, but in the meantime, hand me the keystone. I'll take it to Milton.
Yeah, do that. Here it is.
Ah, there you are. Have you got all the keystones?
Yes, I've got them on me. What am I to do with them?
Can you see the 4 Y-shaped indentations in the stone block here?
Yes.
Put them in there.
Finished. Now what?
Now the door to the burial temple has opened, and you can enter the temple. If I got the text on the stone blocks right, the temple has 3 levels. The 4 artifacts we're looking for are somewhere on the lowest level. They are probably not only protected by the keystones. The texts mention some deep water and a mechanism holding it back. How it works, though, I can't tell. You'll have to sort that out yourself.
I will. What did the artifacts I have to fetch from the temple look like?
That I can't tell you either. The text I studied only mentioned the 4 holy artifacts of the goddess. The Setarifian kings wielded them in their long fight against the Jarkandar and the demons they had allied with. With the help of the artifacts, the Setarifian kings could weaken and banish the demons. And so their army eventually succeeded against the flood of Jarkandars.
Do you think the artifacts will develop the power for us, too?
I do hope so. I hope they will grant you their power.
For me?
Many, many centuries ago, the Setarifian kings were the goddess's chosen ones. That is what the texts on the stone block here transmit. I believe that now you are the goddess's chosen one.
I'm a shepherd. I don't have Setarifian royal blood in me.
Wasn't Melgan, the founder of Fesher, a bastard of the first Setarifian king?
I remember having read something like that.
Or maybe the royal blood got into your veins some other mysterious way. Perhaps it doesn't matter at all, and there's something else to you that made the goddess choose you.
Whatever. I'm going into the temple now and fetch the artifacts.
Yes, my friend. You do that.